Who are the Dalits? This question of who are the Dalits is like, who am I? And this has been my problem. Who am I?
மைக்கிடா இன்னும் சேர்த்தா எதுடா இதுல ரெக்கார்டு அதுல அவங்க யூஸ் பண்றதுடா
There are two ways of killing a goat in India. One is to take a knife and chop it off once and for all. The other is you tie its mouth, tie its legs also, and say prayers and start cutting it, that you are not inflicting pain and you are not splitting blood. Operation of the Dalits is this category.
You see how people are living the other side. At the same time, we are having all five-star hotels. All big cars are, all the world cars are here. Swimming pools, all. It's a different, two India is here. For us, we say always three India. One is the rich India, poor India, and the caste India. Human status is denied. Even in human rights, I will say one step further. From other countries, they are being treated as human beings in which their rights are violated. Here we are not getting the human status itself. Even the animal is allowed to enter into the house of the non-Dalits, but we are not allowed. They can touch the animal, that they will not touch us. The matrimonial relationship is not there. Even the inter-dining and the intermarriage is even today a problem. So, which means the human status is denied even today.
India is a rich country, but with poor people, very poor people. That's the lacuna, that's the rich not only in terms of material wealth, intellectual wealth, history, tradition, but we also have poverty which is not the same all over the world. And even this is all right, even everywhere else in the world, there is this material poverty, social poverty. But we have a unique psychological poverty. For me, that the world has woken up, and today the millennium goal is there should not be racial discrimination. This is also discrimination not only of the race, but also sanctified by a religious belief, which makes coming out of this operation very difficult. Age to age, for 3,000 years, we have a system of preservation of groups based on their functions. The priestly function, the warrior function, the business function. Three powerful functions became shut among themselves, one complementing the other. And the untouchables are out of the caste system. The concept of equality just doesn't exist in Hinduism. It's high and low. High and low. Through centuries, the system has ensured a stratified society. Father to son, businessman. Father to son, warrior. Father to son, Brahman. Whether they perform those functions or not, that is not important. But socially, they are the powerful group. You know, there's a famous, small story by Leo Tolstoy. It is called the Parable of the Cattle. Parable of the Cattle. And Leo Tolstoy writes it nicely. He says, those days in the capitalist world, he says, I see the whole of humanity like cattle in a shed, in a fence. He says, I see these cattle, they are trampling the grass. And the owner, who is a very good man, he says, let us keep the older cows separate from the younger cows. Then again, he says, good man, he says, the small calves are not getting good milk. He says, preserve one part of, don't milk everything. Then he says, because these horns are poking each other, he says, put the rubber on that. And then his friends come and says, you are doing all this, why don't you do one simple thing? Remove the fence, open the gate, because there's plenty of grass outside. Then he says, how can I do that? Because I cannot milk the cows. The caste system is something like this, and the church also is something like that. There's a huge category of jobs, making of shoes and shoe leathers, cleaning of toilets, cutting of hair, labor work in the fields, slaughtering of animals, killing of animals, catching animals and eating those animals. So these are all categorized as polluting jobs, unclean jobs. Food is categorized as clean and unclean, polluting and unpolluting. The food which is normally eaten by the Dalits is considered as unclean, as polluting. Basically, the Dalits are non-vegetarians. Tendency of the Dalits is to imitate and you become vegetarian.
மாட்டு காய் மாட்டோம் அது எப்படி வலிக்கும்
Why we are sweepers all over India? We are the only people who are the sweeping community. Why we are the sewage cleaners? Why we are the manual scavengers? All impure work and which was designed to us. Why our people are the burial guard, people guarding in the burial grounds, or cremation is done by our people, or when somebody dies in the village, why we have to beat the drum and announce it, somebody died in the village, you can go. These are all forced on us because these are all impure job.
பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஹை காஸ்ட் பிள்ளைங்க வந்து பாத்ரூம்லாம் கழுவ மாட்டாங்க. எங்களை தான் பாத்ரூம் கழுவ சொல்லுவாங்க. நீங்கள் தான் கழுவணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ரொம்ப ரூடாக அவங்க பேசுவாங்க. ஆனால் நாங்கள் ஒரு 4 பேர் சேர்ந்துட்டு கண்டிப்பாக செஞ்சு தான் ஆகணும். அவங்க ரொம்ப இதாக பேசும்போது அவங்க அப்படி பாத்ரூம் கழுவ சொல்கிறாங்களே நாங்கள் ஃபீல் பண்ணதில்லை. ஆனால் நாங்கள் மனசு பக்குவப்படும், நம்மளுக்கு இந்த எல்லா வேலையும் செஞ்சால் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை, இதை ஒரு ஆத்மா ரட்சிக்கப்படட்டும் இதனாலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நாங்கள் செய்வோம். நாங்கள்
My father is a teacher and he is reputed by many people. But when the villagers come in the same ridge on which we are walking in the field, every time my father used to get down and give the way for the other person to go. I was a small boy, I was walking behind my father watching why my father is every time when someone is coming on the same path, he has to leave, that fellow will go. I asked him, why every time you are getting, we can walk, let them get something. No, you don't understand. Here we have to give way for these people. Otherwise it's a problem, he said. I don't understand at that age. Then when I entered into the village area, my father said, my father also took up his chappals. This is some 45 years back I am saying. Took up his chappals. And he asked me to remove my chappals and took it in my hand. And also to walk through the other way, not inside the village. I asked him, why are you taking me to the other area? This is a good way is there inside, why are you taking me? As a small boy, 5th standard, 4th standard, I was saying, no, it is not like that, you take it up. All the 4 will be inside the village in a different category places. Brahmins will be in the center, then the Kshatriyas, then the Vaishyas, then about at least the Shudras. But we are always kept aside because we are impure.
The cherries are always separate from the main village. And I don't know how it is now, the old rules are very clear. That those houses must be built so that the shadow does not fall into the house of the castes.
Even today our people are landless people. Land gives us a kind of a source for our income, a source for our dignity. But even today our people are landless. More than 70% of our Dalit people are landless people, which means you have to be dependent on others.
நிலம் நீங்கள் வச்சுக்கிறீங்களா?
நிலம் இல்லையே, நிலம் இல்லை எங்களுக்கு, ஒரு குழி நிலம் கூட கிடையாது.
யாருக்குமே இந்த ஊரில் இல்லை?
யாருக்குமே கிடையாது இந்த ஊரில். இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க அத்தனை பேருக்கும் யாருக்குமே கிடையாது.
எங்கே தான் நீங்கள்?
அதான் வெளியில் கூலிக்கு போய் வேலை செஞ்சால் தான் சாப்பாடு.
எவ்வளோ காசு எவ்வளோ தரும் உங்களுக்கு சம்பளம்?
அதான் 35 ரூபா.
அதான் 4 பேர் காசு தரும், சின்ன ஒரு தருவார். அதில் கேள செஞ்சுங்க அந்த பசங்க நீ கொடுத்தி அவன் மாரி சொல்லு 140 ரூபா கொடுப்பாரு.
மொத்தம் நம்ம நல்லா வேலை செய்றீங்க?
நான் நடுக்கும் தான் வேலை செய்கிறேன்.
வயசுலேருந்து செய்யறேன்றாங்க.
நான் வயசுல இருந்து வேலை செய்கிறேன்.
தான்
இதே வேலை.
என்னென்ன வேலை செய்யுங்க?
களை வெட்டுவேன், நெல் அறுப்பேன், கம்பம் இருப்பேன், கேவுரு இருப்பேன்.
விவசாயம் எல்லா வேலையும்?
விவசாயி வேலை எந்த வேலையும் அந்த வேலையில் செய்யும்.
எத்தனை வயசு ஆகும் உங்களுக்கு?
எனக்கா எல்லாம் ஒரு 60 இருக்கும். 65 வச்சுக்கோங்க.
சல்லடை என்ன சொல்கிறது தானே?
நாலு மாதம் ஆச்சு. திருவிழா கோவிலுக்கு சாமி கும்பிட போகும்போது வந்து போயிருக்காங்க. ஸ்டார்டிங்கில் வந்து 2 பேரும் வந்து ஒன்றா தான் இருந்திருக்காங்க. எதுவும் பிரச்சனை இல்லாமல் நல்ல மாதிரி திருவிழா கொண்டாடுறது, எல்லோரும் போகிறது காமனாக இருந்துருக்காங்க. அப்போ அது திடீர்னு பார்க்கும்போது வந்து திருவிழா அன்றைக்கி வந்து நம்ம தலித்து உள்ளே போயிருக்காங்க. அப்போ அது வந்து ஒரு நான் தலித் தலைவர் பார்க்கும்போது, என்ன நீ மாட்டுக்கு உள்ளே போயிருக்க, உன்னை யார் பூஜை பண்ண சொன்னது, நீ யார்கிட்ட கேட்டேன், உங்கள் இஷ்டம் உள்ளே போகலாமா, போகக்கூடாதுல்ல அப்படின்னும்போது, இல்லை சாமி இது சாமிக்கு தான் நாங்கள் பூஜை செய்கிறோம், இதில் வந்து என்ன இருக்குது, ஜாதி வேற்றுமை பார்க்குறது கடவுள் அப்படின்னு. பிரச்சனை வந்து அந்த பையன் வந்து நான் அடிபட்டிருக்கான். அடிபட்டு அவனை வந்து கொன்று இருக்காங்க. ஆமாம், அங்கே கோயில் வழி. ஆமாம், கோயில் வழி. வெளியிலேருந்து அடித்து விரட்டி அவனை இது பண்ணும்போது அங்கே வந்து அடிச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அடித்து சாவடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஆமாம். அப்போ அப்படின்னும்போது வந்து தலித்து உடனே என்ன பண்ணாங்க, நம்ம திருமாவளவன் இருக்கா இல்லையா, அவர் தான் வந்து தலித்து தலைவர். அப்போ அவர்கிட்ட வந்து அவங்க முகாமிட்டிருக்காங்க. கேஸ் போட்டு ஒரு 1 மாதமாக வந்து அந்த கோயிலை பூட்டி வச்சுருந்துருக்காங்க. பூட்டி வச்சுக்கும்போது அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து ஆமாம், உடனே திருமாவளவன் உடனே அங்கே அமைச்சருக்கு இது பண்ணி அந்த கோவில் வந்து திறக்கணும், அவங்களுக்கு பிரச்சனைக்கோ இவங்களுக்கு பிரச்சனைக்கோ அது போலீஸ் பாதுகாப்போட கலெக்டரோட வந்து போயிருக்காங்க. இப்போ வந்து போகிறது இல்லையே.
A high caste man can come to a Dalit woman and have sex with her. What is it, touchability or untouchability? And then go back and say, I have nothing to do with you. You're an unclean woman. And I go there and do my pujas and purify myself, that I should not have any problem. But the question is, why is it that the men, the Dalit men, do not react, take to even violence when a caste man rapes a Dalit girl or a woman? Have they lost their manhood? And manhood is expressed by protection of their women. No question of saying you make a police complaint, because the police are not of the Dalits.
To safeguard myself, to protect myself from the untouchability practice and the atrocities, there are legislations are there. But the legislation should be implemented so that my life and my livelihood would be protected. But it is not happening.
Why atrocities? I ask you, why atrocities? It's because I am a Dalit. Why I am a Dalit? Because of the caste system. How can I abolish this caste? They say you can't. It is based on birth. Even if you are dead, caste system continues. Even if I die, my son or my daughter will have my caste tag. It will not go. So I have to work very hard, do some lot of research. How to prevent this? You know, I'll give you an example of Dr. K.R. Narayanan. He was the president of India. He is the first Dalit to become the president of India. Though it is an ornamental post, a president is the first person of the whole nation. He is representing the whole nation. You know, even after his death, he will be identified in history as a Dalit or a low caste person.
வாழ்வென்றால் போராடும் போர்க்களமே ஒவ்வொரு பூக்களுமே சொல்கிறதே வாழ்வென்றால் போராடும் போர்க்களமே நம்பிக்கை என்பது வேண்டும் நம் வாழ்வில் லட்சியம் நிச்சயம் வெல்லும் ஒரு நாளில் மனமே ஓ மனமே நீ மாறிவிடு மழையோ அது படியோ நீ மோதிவிடு ஒவ்வொரு பூக்களுமே சொல்கிறதே வாழ்வென்றால் போராடும் போர்க்களமே வாழ்க்கை கவிதை வாசிப்போம் வானமளவு யோசிப்போம் முயற்சி என்ற ஒன்றை மட்டும் மூச்சு போல சுவாசிப்போம் லட்சம் கனவு கண்ணோடு லட்சியங்கள் நெஞ்சோடு உன்னை வெல்ல யாரும் இல்லை உறுதியோடு போராடு மனிதா உன் மனதை கீறி விதை போடு மரமாகும் அவமானம் படு தோல்வி எல்லாமே சுகமாகும் தோல்வி இன்றி வரலாறா துக்கம் என்ன என் தோழா ஒரு கனவு கண்டால் அதில் தினம் முயன்றால் ஒரு நாளில் நிஜமாகும் மனமே ஓ மனமே நீ மாறிவிடு மழையோ அது பனியோ நீ மோதிவிடு
My father, he could only read Tamil. But he was a very, very wise man. He was a socially conscious person. He illustrated to me the suffering of the Dalits, where women had to sell their children to feed themselves. I'm talking about the early 40s in Ahmednagar district. And this was an area where Ambedkar and Ambedkar's thoughts had pervaded and have taken root. And I think this is where I grew up, in the shadow of my father, who nurtured me to realize my human person rather than my Dalit person. I think by marrying a Hindu lady of a high caste tradition, it was not an easy life. I learned much. And I think I got insights into the caste system from her, which I would have never got otherwise. How difficult it is, how deep-rooted it is, I realized in my marriage and in bringing up my 3 children. I'm grateful to her for the many good things I learned about the social evils in my own community. I learned many things from her to guard my children from the traditional social evils which are rampant in the Dalit and the tribal communities. It is a system where I must accept my karma and build on that karma. And a belief in past life, which says that you are what you are because of your past. And a belief that you will become in your next life because what you are going to do now. So what do they tell me? You be good Dalit. Next life you may become a better caste. That is what is being used by the Brahmins to continue the system. They encourage ritualism. More the ritualism, greater is their worth. They encourage superstition. Greater the superstition, fear of God, greater is the Brahmanical power. You cannot break caste system without breaking up the Hindu faith. Ambedkar said to educate the Dalits, to move away from the psychologically stunting beliefs and agitate for liberty and equality. The solution is, to the Dalits, leave the Hindu faith. So long as you are subject to this theory of karma and the Vedas, you will remain enslaved.
Ambedkar says, don't remain a Hindu. Emancipate yourself. That is the strong message he has given. If you are going to remain a Hindu, you will die as a lower caste. You have to embrace something else.
Ambedkar said, I was born as a Hindu, but I will not die as a Hindu minimum. I will go to other religion. That is how, even in this country, how this Christianity came into being. Not because our people understood more about the philosophical side of what Jesus said. No, it's a kind of a protest. Here, the embracing another religion, conversion to another religion for me is not because, okay, if you follow that religion, you can go to heaven and enjoy the kingdom of God. No, it's not like that. For me, it's a kind of a denial. My objection to this Hindu philosophy, which divides and discriminates people, I want to change myself.
Ambedkar is one of the Dalit leader. Because of Ambedkar only we came up. Because he introduced the reservation system. Because of him only many Dalit are living with a good condition.
Hello. சொல்லுங்க உண்மைதான் ஏன் I am here because of reservation. Many people like me are, to some extent educated. They have become professors, they have become doctors, they have become engineers, They have all gone to professional courses because of reservation.
100 people are applying for a post or for a college, 100 persons. Rest of this 16% person will be the SC. So by this 16, I got the seat in a college. So it is everywhere. It is in whether it is college, whether it is a government job, there is a percentage for SC. 16 percentage should be given to the Dalit.
In a company, if you go and ask him, Sophie, any company you go and ask him, do you have Dalits? Oh, we are having Dalits, they will have. Then we will have a feeling, oh, this company is giving Dalits more. But you ask them what type of work they do. For the kind of the affirmative action, they will say, we have also appointed Dalits here. At what level? Your top executive level? Or at the next implementation level? Or at the supervisor level? Or at the clerk level you are appointing? Maybe one or two. All others are sweepers, gardeners, and cleaning their toilets, opening the doors, gatekeepers. But they will have 20, 30, they will say that out of 100, there are also 20 people are here.
My name is M. Ravi Kumar. I have completed my master's degree in economics and Bachelor of Education. I do consider it as my personal life. I do consider it as my social work because I should be a selfless, service-oriented man. A teacher is a profession, is a noble profession. So we should be noble towards the children, and we should get disciplined. I like to be a Martin Luther King in future. I like to be a Martin Luther King in future. When I educate and motivate my student, they will become one more leader like me, and they will withstand by self-dependence. I'm sure that they will change, the world will change.
From Tamil Nadu, my grandfather was to come and meet me. Every day, I used to look at the gate. I used to look eagerly at the gate. It was my grandfather about whom I was very fond of. Even now I feel bad when I say it. When I saw him near the gate, I ran so that he would not enter. Instead, I wanted to take him away. I was so ashamed of my own grandfather because of my caste and my color. My son, Appa, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be like you. I want to live my full life. So many years you have served. What have you got to show? What conveniences have you given us? You still walk, you still go limping around. I don't want to be like you. I want to live my full life. I want to live like an upper caste.
Why I should not come there? Why you are doing like this? No, I will come. What may come, I will come. Something like that our youth are going. Our own elderly people may say, oh, yeah, don't do, they will attack you and all that. No, what may come, even I will die. For the self-respect, I will die. All are secondary for me. Something like that, the resistance is coming. Resisting the violence is coming. Violence in the name of untouchability, in the name of atrocity, in the name of taking away all our rights and opportunities is coming.
What I feel strongly is that the caste system can be broken without affecting Hinduism or the Hindu faith. And it can be done in the ambience of today's world, today's knowledge and respect for human beings, today's aversion for racism, today's commitment that there is no difference between the races. Today, this is the knowledge. Though in practice it seems to be throwing up here and there. The liberation of the African tribes, the African people, the liberation of the oppressed everywhere, whether it was communist oppression or religious oppression or racist oppression, is a movement of the human people. India as a nation needs to liberate its oppressed people. And it has to be done by the Brahmins initially, especially the Brahmin youth. They have ceased to be doing priestly duties. They have ceased to be priests in the sense of educating people of their religion. They don't do it, but they have all become technocrats. They have all become business. They have all become everything else except the priest. If you want to be a priest, please perform the priestly function of going to the poorest in the community, of the Dalits and the tribals, and educating them in the fantastic good which still exists in the Hindu faith. If you are not that, then please break your caste barrier by intermarriage with other castes. If you believe in a human being, I think you would do this, and especially I appeal to the boys, to the male members of the younger generation. Your education, however high it may be, if it includes casteism, then your education is worth nothing in the human index. Similarly, I would say to the Dalit, men, boys and the girls, regain your self-respect, assert yourself. Do not become cowards in the oppressive system. Do not accept that something in the past life has caused this. Do not accept that something in the future will be available to you if you continue to be in this present caste. Our imaginations. What is reality is today, now, your life, this present life. Make it worthwhile, make it human for yourself, for your relatives and for your community.
கானங்கள் பாட கலந்தாய் எந்தன் உணவாக காற்றும் கடலும் கானங்கள் பாட கலந்தாய் எந்தன் உணர்வாக என் இதயம் எழுந்து வரும் நேரம் எங்கும் ஆனந்தம் நிறையும் நன்னீரம் உயிருக்கு உரமாய் உறவுக்கு பாலமாய் உறவாய் வருகின்றாய் வற்றாத அன்போடு வசந்தமாய் நிறைகின்றாய் உயிருக்கு உரமாய் உறவுக்கு பாலமாய் வாழ்வில் வருகின்றாய் வற்றாத